Last night, I was talking with a friend who was really struggling with his dating life. He had gone years being single, and then finally, he'd found this girl. But before they could end up building any kind of relationship, she met someone else and decided to go with them instead. So when I was talking to him, he was gutted, he was feeling a bit devastated. And I asked him, what were you gonna do? Are you gonna go out and meet some more people? You're gonna put yourself back out there? But he said no. Instead, he said that he just wanted things to happen naturally. He didn't really like the idea of forcing it. He just wanted to allow things to unfold, you know, like in the movies, like in the rom-coms. And in this moment, I once again saw why I do believe the rom-com did ruin dating, especially for men, because what it did is taught men to be passive. It taught men to assume that just one day they're going to be able to go to the supermarket, they bump trolleys with a woman, and that ends up being their future wife, or they get allocated next to her on a seat on the plane. When in reality, this just doesn't happen anymore. Do you know who does get to be passive in dating? Women. And that's just because they get more options. Even in my own life, when I went over and I ended up meeting the girl that became my girlfriend, it was because I was out looking to meet somebody, and I went to a market square and I saw a beautiful girl walk out of a thrift shop, like secondhand store, and I was like, cool, I want to go talk to her. And I walked over and we've been dating ever since. And for her, it did come out of thin air. She didn't have to force it, it happened naturally. But it certainly didn't for me. I, on the other hand, had to make something happen. If I was in this realm of being passive and thinking, oh, I want that meet cute thing, and it's just gonna happen for me nicely, well, I'd still be single right now, because that is how it goes down for most men. They often end up in this situation where they leave it day after day just thinking she's just round the corner, or even worse, they're just on dating apps endlessly swiping and always ending up in a relationship they find disappointing. So my biggest recommendation to men is implementing something that I got from the book Grit, and that is the term deliberate action. When you truly want to change something in your life, it requires what is called deliberate action, and that is instigating the steps that you know are the fundamental steps to change your circumstances. For me, I do this every time YouTube starts to have a little less love for us and we start to struggle in the algorithm, we're not getting as many views anymore. Instead, I start to go a little bit more ham on the videos. The deliberate action for me is to be able to just put out more and more videos, and then YouTube starts to love us again and we start to be more successful. And that is the thing that I did with dating as well. We were able to go, I was able to meet the girl that I really, really like through that deliberate action of taking steps to go meet girls in public. Do not listen to this rom-com narrative that is just going to happen for you. Passivity in dating isn't attractive for men. We are the ones that are hunt and seek creatures. We are the ones that make things happen. For her, certainly she can live in this world where she is going to walk down the street and then suddenly you appear. But for you, that's not the case. So for me, I've always believed approach, learning that skill to go over and say hi, is one of the most valuable skills a man can learn. And if you want to get better with it, I have a video here where I break down everything I learned from doing over 1,000 approaches. So if you want to develop this skill, you want to escape that rom-com narrative, check that out here.